Hey guys, do you know your kata? Or any other technique for that matter? Alright, so do you know your kata? And what I mean by that is in your own head. Are you confident in your own head that you know a kata, or you know that kata, or you know that technique, like in full? Okay. Reason why, I'm doing this today is because sometimes it's that thing of like, when we're working through some stuff, there might be a few little finer details that we're missing in our own head, and we'll have that maybe a little bit of a puzzled look sometimes when we're working with different partners. And then, someone of, that partner that you're working with might jump in and tell you, well, this is how it's done, because in their own head, they're that confident that it's correct, that they're giving you that information. So if you're showing that thing of like being maybe slightly puzzled when you're working with someone, or you don't have that confidence to show them that you know what you're doing, because sometimes people are different, right? Sometimes people can be, not necessarily the right word, but overpowering, or they have a little bit more confidence in you when they're doing a specific technique. Or sometimes it might be the case that they've been specifically working on that drill for, I don't know, let's say they've been working on that drill specifically for 3 to 4 weeks, and in their own head they're going, no, it's definitely like that, it's definitely like that. And when you tell you know for yourselves, right, when you tell yourself something so many times that's correct, you believe it to be correct, and you exercise that with such confidence that I'll go, I know that person. In their own head, they're very confident in performing that, but it's not actually quite right. So what I mean by that is like, when you're partnering up with someone. Now, in theory, we have different grades, right? So we've got our yellow, orange, green, purple, blue, red, and etc., etc., etc. Now, when we partner up with different levels of different belt levels, different levels of height, weight distribution, different levels of male and female. So we always try and encourage partnering with so many different people, right? If you stay with the same person, you're always going to get the same result in a sense. But if you have that thing of working with different people, one, it builds your confidence. Two, it sort of helps you understand, other people's perspective of things. And it's the fact that, when you're working a technique, I can be that confident to go, no, that's exactly how it's done, because in my own head, I believe in it, that's how it's done, but it might not actually be correct sometimes. So what I mean is, if you're struggling with a technique, or you're struggling with a kata, or a specific move, or a pad drill, or a flow drill, like, we are the ones for you to come and like speak to and have that confidence, or that confident chat to go, actually, I'm struggling with this move. Can you just show me or let me know exactly how it should be done? And then, well, obviously we can do that, right? And it's that thing of like, sometimes if you think of the, the game of, right, Chinese whispers, yeah? So this person here, they will do, I don't know, let's say they do, stomach level punch with a head level punch, with a roundhouse kick, right? And then the next person, they'll do a stomach level punch with a head level punch with a roundhouse kick, but they didn't snap it back this time. Okay, what I mean by snap the kick back, right? And then the next one, stomach level punch, head level punch, roundhouse kick, step forward, and then you see how this works, right? So everybody puts their little bit of 2 pence worth in, and then all of a sudden you start to have a 3-move combination, where actually now we've got almost like a 4-move combination, because we didn't have the snap back, we had the step forward, etc. So it starts to build. So like when when you have that thing of like doing specific things, sometimes you might add on a little bit, not meaning to, but you just add it on, but in your own head you believe it to be true. So what I mean is, basically, if you're struggling with anything at all, then please obviously come and chat to us, right? And again, everybody's got the best intentions on helping everyone. And it's the fact that if I'm going to go and partner up with someone and I'm not quite sure, I have a tendency to look about. It's like I was away on a residential with Kieran, Paul and Tony, and we had a fantastic time, right? But there was things that I couldn't get quite right in my own head. So we're trying to work the drill, and I'm going, I'm not quite sure about this. So then I'll start looking around and I'm going, but they're doing it like that. Okay, maybe we're wrong. And then you start second guessing, yourself then. So then all of a sudden it's that thing of like, okay, well, they're doing it that way, we're doing it this way. Okay, what way's right? So then it's the thing of, right, Sensei Ian, could you just run through that again for me just to make sure? And he'll go, no, you do it this way, this way, this way. And I'm going, I missed out that part. Okay, perfect, lovely. So it's making sure that, you're getting your information from the right source. Again, I appreciate sometimes the classes are so busy, you might not be able to put your hand up and, obviously come and find us. That's where after class or before class is a great way to be able to, sort of get any questions answered, maybe to run through some specific things. Majority of you guys now maybe turn up to class maybe 5 or 10 minutes early. As soon as you get into the dojo, start warming up on specific things that you're not quite sure about. At least that way, there's myself, Kieran, Jess, Chrissy, Casey, Paul, and you've got all the other guys obviously as well. At least that way you've got someone that you can go, actually, I've been struggling with this one. Could you just let me know how it works, right? I'm not saying that everybody else is going to know all the answers as well, but that might be the case that they'll either come back to myself, Kieran, or Jess, just to get those final little answers. And bearing in mind, there might be little sort of slight little differences to the way that myself, Sensei Kieran, and Jess do things. So, and then we then have to go, right, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? How are you doing it? Right. That's where we're going to be. That's exactly how it needs to be done. So then that way we have that, karate is about when you're training yourself and finding your own feet and doing things the way that you feel confident in doing them. The karate has to suit you and not you having to suit the karate. Okay. It's got to work for you. Not everybody can do a roundhouse head height. Not everybody can do a front kick above the belt, which is fine. The karate has to work for you and not the other way around. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video today. That's my little bit about, do you know your kata or do you know your techniques? Anyway, guys, take it steady and speak soon. Cheers then. Bye-bye.